Welcome to another edition of Highliner News. I'm Sadie.
And I'm Riley. Seniors, it's getting close to the big day.
Here are just a few reminders.
Reporting for Highliner News, this is Molly Doctor.
Last week, SRO Sean Hagan offered a self-defense class for junior and senior girls.
Reporter Carson Main tackles the story.
At the class, we went over, first thing is situational awareness, just being aware of your surroundings. I think when people are sought out as potential victims of a crime, violent crime, or just taking their property, anything like that, they're looking for someone who's not paying attention. Oftentimes people are on their phone, not looking at who's following them, things like that. We also went over any sort of unwanted touching and how to prevent that. We did a number of things, including chokeholds, bear hugs, if you are taken to the ground, how to get out of that situation, and just covering some common bad positions, especially females might find themselves in, and how to get out of them. Well, I think it's very important, just the confidence that goes along with it. If you know that even if I find myself in a bad situation, I know how to get myself out of it. Just being aware of your surroundings, again, making eye contact with people, watching where you're going, who's following you. I think the confidence plays a big key. And then again, when you get in these bad situations, if you aren't familiar with that, if you haven't gone through those situations, you might tend to want to surrender or give up and just accept what's happening to you. In this case, hopefully, I taught the girls in the class that they don't have to give up, never should give up, and good ways to get out of those situations and keep fighting.
Reporting for Highliner News, this is Carson Main.
DCHS held prom on May 4th.
Haley Bjork recaps the special night.
Prom!
Have you ever wondered what your teachers do during the summer?
Reporter Mara Thompson talks to some teachers about their plans.
I'm going to spend 8 glorious days in Louisville grading AP exams, U.S. history, the same essay question for 8 hours a day for 8 days. And then I'm going to come home and sleep the rest of the summer and read some good books.
Usually I work, but I'm taking this summer off. I have a few things I want to get done in the classroom, paint my classroom, paint the kitchen, so if you want to come help, you can. And I'm getting married in July, so I'll be busy with wedding planning and just relaxing.
This summer I am going to Colorado for a few weeks to visit family, and my wife and I, we like to catch as many of the Fargo-Moorhead Redhawks games as we can over in Fargo. I might be adding a new tattoo to the collection this summer.
This summer, I want to sleep in every day until 7 o'clock, and then I want to make breakfast for my kids and send them out the door to tennis so that I can have coffee and a quiet house, and then I'm going to make up a whole bunch of public speaking assignments.
Well, not this. It's going to be, I take a total break from school, and I like to spend as much time as possible with my grandkids because I don't get to see them enough during the school year, especially the ones that live in Tennessee. And then I will, in August, every year in August, I take a group of young people to a Christian leadership camp up by Duluth, which is always a good time for a whole week. And I don't know, the summer goes fast, and I like to read a lot because I don't get time to do that. I'm kind of a bum in reality because I work so hard during the school year.
I get to attend the Apple Learning Academy to get us at the school ready to use our iPads next year. And I plan to golf a lot and hang with my family. I'm going to Mexico, read some books, and take naps.
There are so many shoes that walk through the halls of ECHS.
Abby Meyer and Michaela Wallach put a Dr. Seuss twist to it.
1 shoe, 2 shoe. Red shoe, blue shoe. Black shoe, blue shoe. Old shoe, new shoe. This one has little stars. This one has a little car. Look at all the shoes there are. Red shoe, blue shoe. Old shoe, new shoe. This is Michaela and Abby. What kind of shoe do you have?
Mr. Miller is the elementary principal at Jefferson School.
Reporter Carson Main sits down with him to learn more about what it is like to be a principal.
I went to college in Dickinson, North Dakota. At the time it was Dickinson State College. It became Dickinson State University before I graduated, and I got my degree in elementary education and physical education, grades K through 8. And I got my master's degree at North Dakota State NDSU in administration.
Mr. Miller explains why he wanted to become a principal.
You know, I love teaching. I taught 5th grade for 10 years, and at that time I decided to go back and work on my master's in administration and as an elementary principal. So I guess I really don't know the answers to why, but I love being in education though. So my favorite age group of kids is age 5 through 10 because that's where I'm a principal as an elementary school of young kids that age. I really do like all elementary ages though. I taught upper elementary, so I really do like all ages of students. I would say to see how much the students grow from the fall to the spring each year, how much they learn, that's by far my favorite thing. One of the hardest things about being a principal is to find enough substitute teachers every day when we, for that purpose, that's a difficult thing. I'd say also finding a way to meet the needs of every student so that every student is learning at the level that they're ready to learn at and to meet the behavior needs of all our students.
Reporting for Highliner News, this is Carson Main.
With the school year coming to an end, a new project begins.
Reporters Presley Curtis and Haley Bjork catch up with Superintendent Johnson to find out what the next improvement project will be.
Phase 1 was completed in August, right before the football season, and our fundraising committee, the school board, we got together and started looking at what a potential Phase 2 would look like. In January, we presented our Phase 2 plans and proposal to our community and tried to get feedback and finding out what the wishes of our community are. And so for this phase, what we're looking at is a new entryway, ticketing booth, concessions, restrooms, some storage area, and then later down the road we would be adding the parking lot, regrading the parking lot with asphalt for not only Hannah Field but for Jefferson and for the youth sports complex as well. The timeline for this is we currently are in design mode for Phase 2, and we're working with architects right now to design what the entrance and the Phase 2 would look like. In Phase 2, we've already had a donation from Burlington Northern Santa Fe Railroad for $75,000. Now our fundraising committee is trying to raise $250,000 by the end of May. We have sent letters, packets of information regarding this project, and right now we're seeking sponsorship dollars from those entities, and we're receiving those donations, and we'll look forward to soon being able to report out where we're at in our progress, and we're optimistic that we're going to be able to meet our goal by the end of May.
Reporting for Highliner News, this is Haley Bjork.
Thank you for joining us from Valley City High School for another edition of Highliner News. I'm Riley.
And I'm Sadie.